Could you do me a favor and just stand up for me? Okay. No, we're going to detain you right now, okay? You put your hands behind your back.
Ever wondered what happens when law enforcement catches scammers red-handed? In this story, we explore the thrilling moments when cops swoop in and surprise scammers in the middle of their deceitful schemes. Get ready for a roller coaster ride of drama and unexpected turns as these criminals get a taste of their own medicine. Let's start with this Target employee who steals thousands in beauty items using her looks. In a case that underscores the potential pitfalls of exploiting trust in the workplace. A 20-year-old Target employee was recently arrested for stealing thousands of dollars worth of merchandise from her employer. The woman, who had been employed at the store for just 1 month, used her charm to bypass security measures and make off with high-value items, including makeup products and household goods.
She's been here a month, and she has taken just about $1,000 worth of merchandise. One handling this. I'll have her down here in just a second. So here's her statement. Here's the evidence, and she'll be able to talk you through anything.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. She'll be down here in like a minute. All right.
Got it.
All right. I just gave
What would you like
a
from
high
me?
level overview.
Give me the whole picture. What's happening?
So, she's only been here for 30 days.
Okay.
We've only been able to prove 1,000 something. She admitted
These
to
three
everything.
here? This adds up to $800 something.
There was some on the 3rd. I haven't printed any of those just yet. It's on the statement here. I was able to find out last night, and then she admitted to it during our interview as well.
What does TM stand for?
Team member.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay. I was like,
I work at the Port
TM?
Orange one, and they're like, they know my acronyms, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I write tickets. I don't know anything about this.
No problem. Basically, what she does is she selects a bunch of like makeup, clothes, food, anything she needs, and then she'll go grab bags, put all the merch in the bags, and then walks out with it.
Got it.
It's her same number for like every day.
Is the 4th the day that you first saw it?
So
And
the
then
4th
you
was,
went back on the 3rd and saw
so the
that
4th
happen.
was the day that we were actually going to apprehend her as an external subject until we realized she was one of ours.
And because curiosity kills the cat, why wait till now?
So I'm not the leader of the store. He went on vacation. She called out for most of her shifts after. So we were gonna pull her on Tuesday, but she called out. And then she called out yesterday. But Target for internals, you have to get 3 at least incidents to show a pattern.
So for you guys to stop an employee, they have to do it 3 times?
At least enough to show a pattern.
So let's just say this. Now I'm just asking a question. Hypothetically, if these didn't happen and it was just this, what would you guys do with just this?
It would be up to me, like higher up HR.
And
I would try to
they
go
would
for
decide
it. Yeah.
what to do.
Yes. Like my level's like here. The one you saw running in, he's my boss.
I got you. But the person that makes that decision
Is
was
him.
out of town or something on vacation.
Yeah. So like the actual leader of this office isn't here, so we were able to get all of this.
So on
The theft was uncovered through a combination of surveillance footage and internal investigations. According to reports, the suspect would fill bags with merchandise and then use flirtatious behavior to distract loss prevention officers, successfully evading capture on multiple occasions.
she's in a different room down there. They're doing her termination paperwork or something like that.
Oh, she's an employee?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was a customer.
No. So this here says. Oh, this
That's
is her.
for me.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you though.
No, that's not going to see it by herself now.
So,
She's all the way in that store director office.
So we got on the 4th, which is this 290, but this adds up to 240.
Well, it's pre-tax.
Well, the total is
Yeah,
that
so-
minus
Yeah.
tax
There
240.
was some on these that we couldn't change the price of because the underwear kept going in for 18.
Just for there's a limit on your scheme when you're not.
Oh, regular price $5, regular $7.
40311
And then
Yeah.
I believe that Deke, the APS here, was able to find a couple other stuff that she admitted to as well.
Well, this, and this add up like 808 or something like that. Right. but it doesn't match here because of this sale. So regular price $7 for 18.
Has NYX Ninja food blender and a facial steamer on it. Yeah, every single one has been close to like $220. Now again,
Oh, is that a blender? Is that what she's saying? Okay, it's a blender. Yeah. Regular price $69.
this isn't my store, so I've only been here from the tail end of it.
Okay.
I was here a lot, but
Where does it say, like, for instance, if she bought 2 blenders, where would it say that she bought, like, quantity of 2? Where
it would be right there. But that one just has the blender, Levi's shorts in it. The only thing that was different that we were trying to change the price was the underwear, from what they told me.
Okay, so all
They said
this
the
stuff
underwear.
is underwear.
Yeah, and bras. She has bras as well.
So she bought one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these.
Correct.
But the sale price
Hit.
is
Yes. And
that.
when you do the training receipts, they do not allow you to take the sale off.
During her arrest, the suspect admitted to stealing items to support herself after recently moving into her first apartment. Despite her claim that the items were for personal use and not resale, the magnitude of her thefts led to serious legal consequences.
Can you do me a favor and just stand up for me? Okay. We're going to detain you right now, okay? Can you put your hands behind your back? Do you have an ID with you anywhere or anything?
No, I don't have it on me.
Is it here?
No, I don't carry it with me.
So you didn't bring anything with you?
Just my phone and my water and my lunch. That's it.
Okay, where's your phone at?
It's in my pocket.
Okay. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present now or any time during questioning by either me or this is Officer Benitez. If you cannot afford an attorney, it won't be appointed to you without cost. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time and to speak to it. Do you understand what I've read to you?
Yes.
Do you wish to answer my questions or no? Alright, so obviously we're here for some shoplifting stuff. Do you want to tell us about that?
She faced charges of grand theft, a felony under Florida law, due to the value of the stolen goods exceeding the statutory threshold for grand theft.
I can show you what I could to go to as well.
Alright. Unfortunately, you're taking a ride, okay? So, you're a female, am I going to search you? Do you have anything on you that I should know about? I'm going to take my phone from you.
Copy.
Alright, what's here?
That's my lip gloss.
Okay, I'm going to reach in and grab it out, okay? Anything else?
That's all.
Alright, anything in your bras, anything in your underwear? Alright, like I said, you're a female, I'm not going to search you, but I'm going to let the female correctional officers search you, deputies would say. So if you have anything on you, please let me know ahead of time so I can let them, because if you have anything on you, once it wasn't there, it's a personal charge. And that's out of my hand, they do that, it's a felony charge.
Okay.
Okay?
Nothing at all? No drugs, needles, knives, guns, weapons,
No.
nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing even where we can't reach? Catch my drift?
Is this all your property up here?
Yeah.
Car keys or anything?
You want your lunchbox?
No.
What about car keys? Do you have car keys?
Under Florida statutes, Chapter 812, grand theft, involves unlawfully taking property valued at $750 or more. The degrees are as follows: third degree for property worth $750,000, $20,000 up to 5 years in prison and $5,000 fine. Second degree for $20,000, $100,000 up to 15 years in prison and $10,000 fine. And first degree for property over $100,000 up to 30 years in prison and $10,000 fine. All right, let's move to this next case where things might get even worse. A sophisticated coupon fraud scheme has rocked BJ's Wholesale Club, involving an employee and a club member who defrauded the company of over $66,000.
So, I have a question for you. So, we tried to get a detective here today, but they sent an officer. So, we have a $66,000
It has to go through an officer. I have to take the initial report, and if a sergeant looks at the case and feels it needs to go to a detective, then it'll be assigned.
So, I have a question for you. We have all the data, but we're going to interview the team member tomorrow because we need her to admit collusion because she's working with a specific member that we want to file charges for, but we need to talk to the team member first.
Now,
So,
32 Young 10-4.
she's in tomorrow, but I want to coordinate it where
The only thing, I've had a case like this where they tried to coordinate it with me specifically, and we got so busy that day that we had like a shooting over here that there was no way I could be there, and they interviewed that person without me. I don't know how you guys, it's just hard to say, yes, I can be here at a certain time, or no, I can't. That's the only thing I have with the person's not here now.
no. Well, that's why we wanted you to come. Like, we have everything. Although the $66,000 is an accumulation since November, we only have archive video starting March. But my question, it's a complete felony already. Like, that surpassed that. Even from what we have on video versus the total case value. The total case value is like $67,000. But we can prove like probably half of that because we only have archive till March.
Yeah, I mean, I have to obviously look at the video, and if everything adds up and it goes to the state attorney and they feel like this is a solid enough case, then they would go through.
You guys would arrest if she admits already tomorrow anyway.
Well, the thing is, like, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights. Like, I just can't.
No, I get that.
Like, all
but
that
I'm
stuff,
just saying, we have all the paperwork. Like, this is a significant
I might
amount
not. I'm gonna tell you, I might not arrest. It might not even be me, but I might not arrest that person right away, and I might file charges with the state attorney.
Really, for that much? For 60?
Well, like I said, I have to take the initial report, and if we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it was this person, a detective probably has to take a deeper dive into it, because I can only do so much.
So, what do you recommend? Because I am looking for an arrest tomorrow. I mean,
That's not up to you.
No, but
I mean, yeah, BJ's is the victim, and you guys want to press charges, and I have to look at the video. I have to look at all the evidence and write the initial report, and the sergeant has to look at it, and then we go from there.
Okay. Would you recommend we look at the information now, or call you guys tomorrow? Because I have to talk.
Just the only thing is, like, you see how long it took me to get. It kind of took me a while to get here today. Number one, Raising Cane's is insane over there. So it took me 20 minutes just to get in here. The only thing about waiting tomorrow is if she's here and we can't get here.
The employee, utilizing her access to the store's internal systems, manipulated coupons and transactions, allowing the member to purchase items at significantly reduced prices or obtain unauthorized refunds. This scheme exploited the employee's trusted position and the store's lenient discount policies, draining tens of thousands of dollars from the company over several months.
That's the only thing I worry about, because it happened to me with Walmart. He was there, and they didn't read him his Miranda rights, and he wrote some sort of like weird letter that was very vague. So I don't know what, it went to the state attorney. I just don't know what's going to happen with it because I wasn't there.
So you have to be a part of the interview?
I mean, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights, and hear and have her confess it to me on body camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's here at 9. I'm anticipating you guys aren't as crazy during the morning.
I don't know. I can't make a promise. Like, I can do the initial report, and then we can try to be here tomorrow for the interview, or it's up to you. It's whatever you guys want to do or feel comfortable with.
I mean, well, I'll have everything lined up for you.
Yeah, I would need copies. I need copies of the video.
We have all of it. We have all the receipts. We have all the videos. We have what we have, and I can break it down for you when it started. What the amount is that we have to deal with for.
What is it? Is it cash?
Let me just show you. All the receipts have similar readings, right? So there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. He goes particularly to self-checkout. She's discounting all his purchases. So keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale. And the member is paying that amount. So all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales. All of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to take that kind of amount of money?
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards, to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
I guess BJ should look at that policy. Yeah. Okay. So how do you know it's that specific cashier at that specific moment?
We pulled all the videos for all these transactions.
Okay.
The fraudulent activity was discovered during an internal audit which revealed suspicious patterns in coupon usage. Surveillance footage and transaction records showed the employee repeatedly overriding discount limits at self-checkout registers.
Yep. Here.
And then who's the member? Do you have their information?
Yes.
on here?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, this would probably, honestly, would probably have to go to a detective. So, it's just the amount of money.
But even if if you're there, if you're there or somebody, an officer is there and she admits to it, then at that point, can you still make an arrest if you do the Miranda?
As long as everything, I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So again,
But I can't promise you someone can be here when you want us to be here.
No, I get that. So this is the most recent one, which is yesterday.
Who am I looking at?
So that's the cashier.
Which lady?
This one.
So that's the one and only member that she does
Oh,
this
yeah.
for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern. It's him and her since November. And she does the exact same thing because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that?
So we no longer actually tally up the coupons. They just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get.
So it doesn't have to match against.
The other tank goes back to white Mercedes convertible out of Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to
She
a
does.
register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540 number.
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different...
What day is this that we're looking at?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons? Or how
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there. She doesn't even look at them. And she just keys in. You'll see her keying in, which you'll see. When you see her keying in, this is what you're seeing. Is all this amount.
She just can put any amount in?
Pretty much. And
That's
she's
crazy that
she's overriding.
The members involved frequently made purchases, taking advantage of these unauthorized discounts. The investigation led to the employee's confession, during which she admitted to her role in the scheme, explaining that the member had provided her with coupons that she manually entered, significantly reducing the total purchase amounts.
It herself, because you see this manager override?
Is she a manager?
No.
Does every employee have access to do that? A manager override?
Any cashier. But their ID is tied to themselves only. So every single time, whether it's self-checkout or at a register, that's exactly what you see. It's the exact same video that you see. It's just in different spots. She's just keying it in. So like right now, right, you see how he's handing her coupons? Look at her typing it in, right? When you see her type it in and scan, the scan is the override. So she's just keying in coupons for the guy.
What is she scanning though? Oh, like
her card
Okay.
to do the override. So you see how she just continuously key, scan. Each time she's keying and scanning, she's overriding and manually entering in a coupon. He puts a pile of coupons there, but she doesn't even look at them.
How come this wasn't caught any sooner?
So we've determined an issue with our exception-based reporting. It's a technical thing where it's what tender type she used. Instead of it being vendor coupon, she used a type B, and it's like it's like just a slight adjustment on the exception-based reporting that it didn't catch it.
So like some sort of glitch?
It wasn't a glitch, it's how we created the report, where we just needed to make one minor adjustment to put it as coupon as a tender. We just put coupon usage, but we didn't put it as a tender, and how she processed it is as a tender, so that's why.
So how was this caught then?
So what finance does, because we send all this data that goes through the POS, gets validated by finance at the corporate office. So type B coupons are coupons that are from BJ's Wholesale Club. So
those little books?
No, it's a special type. It's not the ones in the books. So what those are is so finance reconciles these because these come from BJ's. It's a separate type of coupon. They're not in the book. They're like, wait a minute, how can Boynton Beach have like 1,000 of these, $1,000 in a week, more than 1,000 worth of these type of coupons, and we send them the coupons, so they reconcile it. So when they looked at that, they saw a pattern every single week. This is the only club that has a significant amount of type B coupons.
And she's not removing any money out of the register.
Nope. Dude.
Then what was that thing?
A gift card.
This case involves multiple legal violations under Florida law. According to Florida statutes chapter 817, which addresses fraud, the employee and member's actions fall under section 817.034 concerning fraudulent practices given the amount involved. This could be classified as a first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years in prison. Additionally, their actions are in violation of chapter 812, theft, specifically section 812.014, which deals with grand theft. The substantial financial loss associated with this case could result in severe penalties, including restitution to BJ's Wholesale Club and significant prison sentences for both parties involved. This was not the worst. Just wait until you see this next one. On March 6th, 2024, a theft scheme at a local Family Dollar was unraveled, leading to the arrest of 22-year-old cashier Jackson. Jackson had devised an elaborate scam allowing her friends and family to leave the store with merchandise worth thousands of dollars while only paying for inexpensive items like gum.
What's going on, boss? Oh, you called me. What's going on?
Good afternoon. How are you? We have an employee that is being under ringing. Like, she will charge $1 and let the customer leave. It's about $150 worth of merchandise. Multiple times during the month of January, multiple times in the month of, actually a little bit in January, multiple times in February, and the last one was on Sunday. I interviewed her. She's sitting in the back, wrote a statement, recording a statement. She admitted to what happened, and we just called you guys.
Okay. Do you have any evidence of this? Videos?
I got full video, and I got a recorded statement that
I can't use a recorded statement because she's not issued her rights, so I can't use a recorded statement. So
the statement I took it, and I didn't have to read her right.
Yeah, but I have to.
I got
under court of law. Under Fourth Amendment.
Understood.
Okay.
Her technique involved ringing up a low-value item to create a false sense of a legitimate transaction, while her accomplices walked out with carts full of unpaid goods. Over time, this fraudulent activity accumulated a staggering $5,000 in stolen merchandise.
Pretty much as I explained, since the beginning of February, she pretty much knew people from Facebook and regular customers. And she's in a tough situation with her family, and she figured, I let you take the merchandise you want. All I need is $50 to $80 coming to me in cash, and I will under-ring every other item. So she will void the items or not even ring it. So you can see transaction when she at the end voids it to zero, or you can see when she only scan a lollipop for 35 cents, $1, and then you see like a full body leaving the store full of merchandise.
Do we have the videos each time, date and time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a laptop or anything I can view it? I can look at some of
We
the
can view it
transactions.
right now in the screen.
Yeah.
You also have, this is also a log of everything, right?
Out of everything.
Not everything,
so far
but
what you
Because
got.
some of the stuff is not law.
I'm gonna talk to you for a minute, but I don't want you to start calling everybody. I don't want people to start showing up here.
Ain't nobody gonna show up here, but I'm not just gonna. I can't get in contact with my fiance. I'm not even gonna go to jail and nobody knows where I am.
I'm not saying. I don't know whether you're going to
Trust
jail
me,
or
I'm a
not.
convicted felon. I already dealt with police so many times. I'm not dumb. There's a reason y'all came. I'm not stupid.
Well, if someone makes a complaint, I have to come. I have to respond and investigate. Okay, so that's why I'm here. You understand? So just give me a second.
Which one can we pull? Read it to me, 3-5.
The scheme was brought to light after a thorough investigation by the store management, who reported the discrepancies. Video footage and Jackson's own recorded statement, although inadmissible due to not being read her Miranda rights, revealed the extent of her operation.
So this is one of the transactions, all those items. How much the transaction? 100. Yeah, that's 100, but how much did the customer pay for? 59 cents. The day over there is March 5th at 12:21. That will be Sunday. That will be the last transaction. March 3rd, Sunday, at 1956.
So the other one was March 5th?
Correct.
And this one is March 3rd?
Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
3rd. You all want to prosecute?
100%.
Yes. What was the time?
Time is 1957. This is the lady with the pajamas. There's over $150 in here or more. And how much did she pay? What did we calculate her? When we look at the product, over 150. Yeah. That's what she say on the video. I mean, on the recording and during my statement that she was doing it for her kids. Yeah, I guess they know her from the streets.
Okay.
So they know to come to come to directly, and then they will give her the money like in a little piece of paper, $50 to $80 a pop.
She admitted to the scheme, stating financial difficulties and a need to support her family as the driving factors behind her actions. Despite her explanations, the evidence was clear and led to her arrest.
I guess they already talked to you. Who's that?
That's my people. I need to know what's going on.
Okay. I guess they already talked to you, and you talked to them about what's been going on, right? I need to get a statement from you and
It's the
find
same
out.
statement I gave them.
Yeah,
I wrote it on the paper.
Listen. I don't know what they do. Okay, my job is I'm impartial. Okay, my job is to talk to you and find out what's going on. Okay, I need to ask you.
I got money from people and didn't ring them up.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I'm gonna, you watch TVs. I have to advise you of your constitutional rights. Okay, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions. You understand? All right. I need to ask you a few questions. Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol right now?
Weed.
Weed. You smoke a little bit of weed? What? What is the highest level of your education? Eighth grade. Did you play any sports in school or? Softball. I'm required to warn you before you make any statements. I'm required to warn you before you make any statements. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand that? Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand? It's recording. You have to say yes or no.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm going to jail, there's no reason for me to explain anything.
I
want to say that.
No,
if
I
I'm
have
going to jail, then I don't want to do
listen.
that.
Listen, before I ask you any question, I have to read your rights. It's by law, okay? You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and doing any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and doing any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand those rights which I've read to you?
Yeah.
Would
the only thing I got to say is if I'm going to jail, I don't want to answer.
Listen, alright. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if someone says something, I've known you I've come here and I talk to you, whatever. I don't know anything about you. All I say is hi, how you doing?
Jackson faces serious legal consequences for her actions. She has been charged with felony grand theft, which under California Penal Code Section 487 is defined as theft involving property valued over $950. The penalty for this offense can include imprisonment for up to 3 years and a fine. Additionally, Jackson received 24 months probation, during which she must adhere to strict conditions set by the court, including regular meetings with a probation officer and restitution to the store for the stolen goods. Alright fellas, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational contents in the future. Thanks for your support.